7:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Florida for the next couple days. So I want to read this. Calm before the storm. XRP consolidates below critical level Ripple price analysis. And please make sure to hit that like button and continue to hit that like button, as it really does help me move through the analytics. The last several videos have been spot on, and because of it, the views are coming in quicker and it's being able to be circulated more. So also share this far and wide on social media, because it's mine and your job. It's only our jobs to share this. If you don't share this for me, there's simply no chance that this is going to go around the analytics. Man, this light is bad, so I'm going to shut this off because it's blurring I didn't realize that was over the top. But it's up to us to share this content so more people can see the truth. It's about time that everybody stops the bullshit and we all get on the same page, because this next stage is going to liquidate a lot of people. And if you're not paying attention and you're not privy to the truth, you're going to get bent over the railings, and you're not only going to get thrusted out of existence, you're going to be bending over, touching your toes. It's going to hurt so bad, because if you get liquidated now, when we get to the bottom, the true bottom, and I believe sometime in March is where we're going to have to look at the levels. Could be early March, could be mid-March. But we have to see if we break down this support. We need to make sure we break down this bear flag properly. But like it says, this calm before the storm is exactly that. I've said it many times. I've used that exact same terminology. So Ripple's price has been ranging in a tight area over the past few weeks as the markets are heading into 2023. This might as well be a signal that the price is about to experience an outburst of volatility, as periods of prolonged calmness in the market are typically a precursor to that. XRP USDT daily chart. On the daily chart, the price has been consolidating below the 50-day moving average for a while now. The 50-day and 100-day moving average is located around the 37-cent mark, which is the symmetrical triangle support at 37.10, and 39-cent levels, respectively, are currently flat after printing a bearish cross. In case the price finally reaches and breaks above the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average and the 43-cent resistance area would be the next potential target. On the other hand, if the price begins to fall, the key 30-cent support level would come into play once more. A bearish breakout from this level would likely be disastrous for XRP. A bearish breakout from this level would likely be disastrous for XRP, as a further crash would be expected. XRP Bitcoin daily chart. Looking at the Bitcoin paired chart, the price is yet to break out from either side of the large descending triangle. The 200-day moving average has been holding the price for quite some time, while being constantly tested over the last few days. In case of a bullish rebound from the 200-day, the 50-day moving average trending near the significant 0.000022 SAT resistance level would be the next obstacle before the higher boundary of the channel comes into play. On the contrary, a breakdown of the 200-day moving average would likely lead to a rapid drop toward the 0.000018 SAT level in the short term. To conclude, while price action has been offering almost no clues on the direction of the next significant move, bullish and bearish scenarios have both been discussed in this analysis. Now let's cover the charts real quick. The DXY sitting at 103.26 right now, pretty flat on the day. Gold's been pretty flat. Commodities have been pretty even, stable. Total crypto market cap is about 817.3 billion. But I really want to focus right now on the aforementioned XRP, as yes, it has not been able to pass a very critical resistance level. Firstly, the 355 and get over that and hold, and then ultimately the 371. If this plays out like this will be completely bearish. This will be a disaster. And furthermore, we need to break down that 348. Right now it looks like 347. So get past it, and ultimately the 344 to push down here to 335 again. Like I said earlier, and I'm going to repeat myself, the 335 resistance is the current resistance. The first support underneath is 348, and the second support is 344. Both have been tapped. Once again, we came back up and we were unable to break the 355 levels. We got rejected around the 354 level for the second attempt up, and now it's looking pretty bearish. We've crossed below the 20-day and a 30-minute time frame. This is a bearish signal right now. And the fact that we had this price increase and the volume continued to crash is not a good sign. Rising price, crashing volume at the end of this is a bearish reversal. It's just the way it goes. Now, conversely, if this price action would be going up as the price action is going up, we might have something going. But right now, even on the calculated move up, it still had no solid footing. So until we break down 0.287 or break above the 371, this area is just a trading zone. Nothing more, nothing less. You've got the 335 underneath, and then the 371 over the top. But until we break down and break the 287 and break through the double bottom, you can't continue on the bearish narrative. But until we break 3710, we're just in a range. And even after you break that, you're still in a range. But 371 is a symmetrical triangle support. So if you break that, obviously that range will be broken. And then you can move on to the, there's a couple different levels around the 40 cent level and so on. But 3710 is a key level right now. Until we break that and ultimately 355 and the 362, we've got big problems. Big problems as we're looking very bearish right now. We've had a bearish cross. Some people will use the term bearish cipher. You can research it. I know the easiest way to explain this to you is we're on a bearish continuation pattern on a gigantic bear flag. And that's how it works. Now we've had a bearish cross. So, unless we get some volume in a hurry, it's pointing into a range. But Bitcoin is still pushing up, which is why I think that it's not necessary for XRP to just end now and before push to 37.1 at least. But we need to see what Bitcoin's doing, what its motive is. Right now, Bitcoin is still trying to push up. And the most likely scenario here is we're starting to push towards that 17,800 or 17,662 first, I should say. That's where we're going to look for our first rejection here, and we're within 200 points. So look for 17,665 approximately for Bitcoin to get a rejection point, or 662. And then if we were to break 17,662, I'm on the wrong chart. That's where we can push up just a tiny bit higher. It's not much higher. It's not much higher at all, actually. It's like the 17,800 is right above the top of that. So that's what I'm looking for with Bitcoin. And then obviously the 20,116 is much higher and there's a lot of formations to go through. So I'm not going to confuse it. 17,662 is what you would try to break through to continue on to the next level. If you're looking to break down on Bitcoin, it's pretty simple. Bitcoin needs to come back down here now and get below 16,900 to break this, really break this down now. Because now we've at least had some separation here so we can push out a little bit. So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. And if we want to do it on this chart, just because it's not all constricted, I can at least go like this and show you from the breakdown on the downtrending support how we bounce out. That's the uptrending support now that we're going to want to hold. And as long as we hold the uptrending support for Bitcoin at about 17,190, we'll still maintain this bullish narrative. We break down the 17,190, then we'll contend with 16,800. Conversely, if we break up even further, we have a very major resistance coming up at 17,662, which is only less than 170 points away right now. So pay attention. Pay attention to what XRP is going to do here in the immediate short term, because once again, this pattern is unfinished, and until it finishes one way or the other by breaking out or breaking down, we're ranging right now. So watch the 348, the 344, and the 335 support, but over the top, you have to watch 371. But first, the 355 is very critical. The 362 resistance is a major pivot, and then the 371 is a symmetrical triangle resistance. It used to be support until we broke down. If you got anything out of this video, make sure to hit that like button. I'm not a financial advisor, so if you put all your stock into what I'm saying and you don't do your own research, you're going to lose 9 times out of 10. Yes, I can save you 1 out of 10, but when you deal with your own emotion and ultimately you have to pull the trigger, I'm not going to be able to be there to hold your hand at every moment. So the volatility spikes, the quick dumps, you've got to have a strong mindset and a mental stability to where you can handle and you don't let your emotion take over. Too many times and too often do people buy in just to sell when they think it breaks support, because they're looking at the technical targets and the technical trading setups on an EMA stance instead of an actual pattern formation. So make sure if you're trading, you understand what you're doing, or you just buy for the long hold now. We're already down 77%. You buy a little here, you buy a little there, you buy a little under 20 cents, and it's shit, kabang, kaboom, and it is what it is. You take a lot of the stress out. I would never tell anybody not to do that. We're not at $1.66 anymore. We're at 35.1 cents approximately. Make sure to hit that like button. Consider joining Tom's Army, because I put in a hell of a lot of work for each and every one of you.
Okay, this is...
I always appreciate that support shown back. So if you want to join Tom's Army, you can go into the video description below and hit the Join Tom's Army right there, XRP Future Millionaire. And if you want to buy XRP spot free, I've got the links right there. MEXC, BitGut, find it in your region. No spot fees, no VPN, no KYC. USA is a little stricter on BitGut right now if you're a new user. But they have the ISO coins, and you don't have to pay spot fees. Learn from my mistakes. Don't pay for spot fees on the sell and the buy. It costs you major percentage of your portfolio for what? Sometimes you can make a good trade, but you're paying all this money in the buy and sell for the spot fees that it becomes ridiculous. So do what I teach you. Don't do what I did stupidly in the years past. Take from what I've learned. Hashtag the FUD stops here. Also, hashtag be better, do better.